In this video, I am going to factor this trinomial y square minus 15y plus 54. To factor the trinomial, what we need to do, we need to look at the coefficient of the square term, in this case y square, and the constant term, which is 54. The coefficient of the y square is 1 because 1 times y square is y square. Now, we look at the coefficient of the square term and the constant term and multiply them. 54 times 1, which is 54. By the way, this is a general strategy that we will use to factor trinomials. Now, we need to factor this 54 into two factors in such a way so that some of the factors become the coefficient of the middle term or the y term, which is negative 15 in this case. Now let's try out some possibilities. So 54, that is equal to 2 times 27, but 2 plus 27 is equal to 29, which is obviously not equal to negative 15. Or we could say 54 is equal to 3 times 18, and 3 plus 18 is equal to 21, which is also not equal to negative 15. Or we could say 6 times 9, which is also 54, but 6 plus 9 is equal to 15. That's not equal to negative 15. We are kind of getting closer. However, I want to show you a couple more examples. Let's see what else we can do. 18 times 3, 3 times 18, we did it. Well, maybe we can just jump into it. However, negative 6 times negative 9 is also 54, but negative 6 plus negative 9 is equal to negative 15. So this is the factorization that we want. That would give us the coefficient of the middle term or the y term. Now, the reason we do that is that we take the middle term negative 15y and break it down into 2. So let's do the following: y square, then minus 15y, I'm going to write it as negative 6y minus 9y, then plus 54. Note that this was a trinomial. By breaking down the 15y, we kind of converted this into a sort of quadrinomial. And what's happening here is this: we are going to group it and then factor it. So let's go ahead and try that. And this is what we are going to get if we do the factoring. And let's factor out between these two y. If we factor out y, we are going to be left with y minus 6. Then we are going to factor out between these two negative 9. If we do that, we are going to be left with y minus 6. Now notice that this y minus 6 and this y minus 6. So I have taken an expression with 4 terms and reduced it to an expression with 2 terms where 2 things are common. Now what I can do, I can factor this y minus 6. If I did that, I will be left with y here and negative 9 there. So when I factor y square minus 15y plus 54, I get y minus 6 times y minus 9. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.